Hi, this is Jeff Loomis from Conquering Dystopia, and you're watching theageofmetal.com.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with the H Metal here and at Mesa, Arizona, Nile Theater with none other than Jeff Loomis of Conquering Dystopia. How are you doing, man?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. Nice to be here.
Well, it's been almost 6 months since the last time that we talked to Jeff Loomis about Conquering Dystopia. The album is out, you guys are on tour. How has been the response of the people towards the album now that the music is out, that the whole thing is out?
It's been an amazing response so far. I guess we're just really fortunate to be out on this tour because we're an unsigned band. You know what I mean? And for us to be asked by Animals as leaders to come out with them was really an honor, and it was just one of the coolest things we could have done. So we immediately said yes to the tour, and now we're here. I mean, this whole thing was literally supposed to be a digital download and a project, and that's it. A bunch of musicians getting together, but it turned into so much more. And I guess we're really lucky because we're just kind of going with the flow at the moment and just going places where this is taking us. So we're really lucky, really lucky.
Well, more than lucky, I will say skill and really the work on the album paid off. Because I remember when I see you guys at the Schecter party at the beginning of the year, closing them, blew everybody's minds then at that night. After the album was released, do you expect that the fans will gonna respond to that music as much as I have responded? Pushing you to go out on tour and asking you to go on tour.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think the music really speaks for itself, and it's instrumental music, and of course, this kind of music has to be very interesting, and it has to speak to just like a band with vocals. You know what I'm saying? So we really had to take it to the next level, and it's just a really good record, man. We're really proud of it. All the musicians that are on it are top notch. Keith Merrow, Alex Webster, Alex Rudinger. I mean, you couldn't ask for better musicians, and it's just something that we're really proud of because we did it all ourselves. We didn't do it with another record company or anything like that. It's just something that we did on our own, and it took us to this point right now. This is where we are.
Well, after listening to the album when it came out in March, I realized that it was really technical, really difficult, and really, really a lot of guitar.
Yeah.
But in your perspective, which one was the most difficult song at the time to make the album?
The most difficult song to write on the album, it was a song called Tethys. Just because of the arrangement that Keith and I had, it was an ever-changing situation. Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And then, basically this is how it happened. Every weekend I would take the train down to Keith Merrow's house, and we would compose music together and arrange music together. And we did that for about 5 months. And everything ran very smoothly, except for that one song. We just had a difficult time putting it together. And, when you write a piece of music, you want it to build. You want it to climax until something happens, and then, that's what a good piece of music is. And that was one of the tougher ones on the album. It was a challenge for us, but we got it done. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Now, And the live perspective, now that you guys are live and out, how the people have responded directly to the shows. I'm not talking about the album, I'm talking about the shows, how the people have responded that come to see Animals Leaders, probably they have heard of Sean, but never hear about Conquering Dystopia. How has been the response for those people towards Conquering Dystopia?
It's been excellent. It's been really, really good. I would say that there's a lot of new fans that don't know of us yet, but it seems like by the middle of the set, they are all getting into it. So we're really making a lot of new fans out here. The cool thing about this tour is that each band is very, very different from one another. Chan is incredible. I get my mind blown every night by those guys. And, the youngest dude in the band, Nathan, the drummer, is only 17 years old. So these are just kids playing this incredible music, really. And they're in a world all their own. They got their own style, their own writing, their own thing. They got a style of their own. And that's so cool to see. Then you have us. We're kind of more of like the progressive metal, in your face, just like, And Animals of Leaders, of course, is just incredible. They're beyond. So you get these three different bands, and they're very diverse, and it makes for one interesting show. You know what I mean? It doesn't get boring. But the fans have been there for us every night, man. They've been very, very responsive and very cool, and we feel very lucky that we're a part of this.
One thing, Jeff, that caught my attention is like the album came out in March. 1 week after, it came out as 21 on the Billboard charts of the hit seekers, with no supporting of record labels, with no nothing. What that means that for you guys, for Kid Mero, Alex Webster, Alice Ruinen, and Jeff Loomis, what it means to you?
It's incredible. I mean, how in the heck did that happen?
You ever thought that would happen at some point?
I honestly didn't. I was in Europe at the time with Keith, and we were doing some guitar clinics, and we got an email from one of the guys at Billboard saying, can you tell me more about the band? What label is this on? And he had no idea that it was an unsigned band. So just to get to that position and being on the Heat Seekers for that amount of time was really, really cool to us. We never expected it. It was cool.
Well, that's a great thing for Conquering Dystopia. Definitely congratulations on that. Now, after this tour, we will see more of Conquering Dystopia on tour, out on the road. We will see more probably European dates or more extended and extensive US tour.
We're hoping so. The thing with this band is you have to realize that Alex Rudinger is in the Faceless. Alex Webster, of course, is in the legendary Cannibal Corpse. And for this band to happen with all the original members, it has to be a timing thing where it works out perfectly for everybody. So we're hoping that, yes, it will eventually happen again. And I know that everybody in the band wants to tour again. So really it's just a matter of a little bit of luck, if we can all get together and make it happen again. But we are trying to schedule things for future dates. So we'll see what happens.
Gotcha. Well, the album came out in March, like we were saying, and we're still trying to wrap our heads around the album. But the question remains, will be a second album? Are you guys writing more music?
I believe there will be. It just kind of has to happen, If it comes this far, it can go a little further. You know what I'm saying? So I have a very good writing relationship and friendship with Keith, and seeing as though we're kind of the main writers in the band, we get along great, and it doesn't hurt to do something else, So I think obviously we will try to do more writing together. We'll see what happens.
Gotcha. Well, at the beginning of this week, it came out that the album will be released as a LP via Century Media Records. Are you guys going to be getting signed by them? What's the deal with that, or just the LP?
No, I think we'll keep doing what we're doing on our own. Century Media decided to release a limited version of the vinyl, which we thought was cool. So that will be out very soon. I think that we're just like I said, we're going to keep doing this on our own to see where it takes us. I myself personally still have one record to do with Century Media in my contract with them, and I'm going to start working on that after this tour. And I really don't know what I'm going to do yet as far as the writing. It's going to be a great record, of course, but I'm still working on ideas for it. So I'm hoping to be in the studio maybe in middle fall, September, October, something like that.
Well, this LP comes with something different that what is in the downloads. You guys put something extra in there, or it's just
Yeah, just the songs. Yeah.
Now that you pretty much tell me about it, you're going to be releasing your next album, so that's cool. What is next for Conquering Dystopia and for Jeff Loomis?
Well, Keith Merrow and I have guitar clinics lined up in a couple of guitar centers in Washington and Oregon. We're going to do that next, and then we are also going to be going to China in September to do a bunch of guitar clinics as well. So I would imagine in between that time we'll also do some writing for the next Conquering Dystopia, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
First time in China?
This will be my third time.
First time for Kid.
This will be his first time in China. Yes, actually, when we went to Europe for the first time, that was his first time out of the country 3 months ago. So yeah, he's getting some travel time in. Yeah, for sure.
Well, Jeff Loomis, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to here with us at the H Metal about Conquering Dystopia. Definitely excited about the show tonight. I saw you guys at NAMM. It was a really awesome show. Definitely looking forward for the same tonight.
Always a pleasure, Miguel. Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you.